So this situation is interesting. It's already gone viral. This happened a year ago, and this is another situation of road rage, another situation of someone having a gun. And I have nothing against people who have guns. I have nothing against people that actually use guns in self-defense, real self-defense, not like this situation. This situation is a road rage situation where somebody is angry. And I understand them being angry. I'm going to tell you about it in a second. I understand them angry. And we, as humans, as people, we do get angry. But then this person pulls out a weapon and starts firing it out of anger. And then he wants to say that is self-defense. It's kind of cowardly. You, you know, people say it's like the Wild Wild West. This is not like the Wild Wild West. This is like a cowardly act that someone who's angry pulls out a gun and this starts sporadically shooting this weapon. That's all. That's all it is. So the situation happened, like I said, a year ago, June 21st, 2021 in Miami. 30-year-old Eric Popper is his name. And he is pulling over into another lane and he cuts off a Camry, right? It could happen to any of us. He cuts him off. Now, did he see him, not see him? I don't know, but he still cut him off. So the guy got the Camry person in the Camry, he's upset that he got cut off. So he honks his horn, or maybe he's warning him. I don't know. It happens every day. But then the Camry rides him a little bit. He's upset, he rides him a little bit. That's not right either, but it happens. So this guy, Eric Popper, slams on his brakes checks him. So now he escalates this situation with a brake check, right? But right after a brake check, he pulls out a weapon out of his center console. He pulls out a weapon and he has it in his lap. So he's waiting for something, expecting something, or going to do something. At this point, it's not even self-defense. You pull out a weapon if you're in some sort of danger. Then you pull out your weapon, you show your weapon, you do those things. He's not even in danger yet. And he pulls out his weapon, ready to fire because he's pissed off. So I'll show you the video and we'll talk about it in a little bit.
Right there. Suck Marty. Suck Marty. Oh, come on. Oh my God. No.
everyday police and fire. Where's your emergency?
Yes, I'm on the 95 exit 10B, heading southbound. Right before you get off the exit.
Okay, and what happened then?
I was just shot at. My car was hit. I returned fire back at the individual.
Okay, and where's the person? Anybody hurt?
It was a Toyota Camry, dark color, either navy blue or black. Black male.
Here or no?
I'm sorry, he kept going southbound.
Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and transfer to Highway Patrol. Hold on.
He convinces himself that he's been shot at. The guy throws a bottle at the car. He already has his gun out. He starts firing his weapon. He fires 11 shots as this guy as he's driving by. Then he pulls over, he calls the police, and he's convinced that he is somehow the victim, that he was shot at, he was defending himself, he was doing this right. But it turns out it was a bottle. Like, you're in these situations, you can't like speculate and then pull out your gun and start shooting at people. He's lucky. He got bullets into the other car, but he fires through his own windows at this guy. Talk about road rage, but he's lucky that this other guy wasn't injured. He's lucky he didn't shoot the guy. He's lucky he didn't kill the guy. He's lucky on that count. But even so, police not buying it. He has an attorney, and we'll see what happens, but police aren't buying it. That is self-defense. He's saying because of the sound of the bottle is self-defense. He had his gun out the whole time. He brake checked this guy. He had cut off this guy. He caused this whole situation. He could have made a choice any time to back off, to ignore it, to move on. He didn't. He escalated it. And then as he's escalating it, he's pulling out his weapon, ready to react, ready to overreact, ready just to shoot somebody. This other guy wasn't even armed. So he shoots this guy, shoots at this guy, doesn't actually shoot him. And he looks cowardly doing this act. We all have experience with road rage. What do? You ignore it so you can de-escalate it. It doesn't always work, but you ignore it so you can de-escalate because you don't know what kind of idiot you're going to be involved with. And that's what happened with this guy. The Camry didn't ignore this situation, and he came across an idiot with a gun who shoots at him and then wants to claim self-defense. So he has a job. I can't remember what the job is. He worked for fire station, something to do with a fire station, but he quit this job after he had turned himself in. The problem with this situation, when you make these kind of choices that you don't have to make with the gun, is that now he's facing 14 years. He's 30 years old. He's facing 14 years in prison. That's what he's facing because of this act. Because he got angry, pulled out a weapon, and just start firing on some sort of street, on the highway. He's facing 14 years. I don't know what'll happen. I'll be very interested to see what happened. But if I had to guess, though, based on this situation, based on the video that we just saw, based on his actions before this car drove by, where he pulls out his gun, because I think it's going to go to trial. So if it goes to trial, it's been a year, right? Year and a half. The thing about going to court is that they're going to ask lots of whys. Why did you pull out your gun? What were you thinking of? Why did you fire your gun? Why did you fire 11 times? Why did you fire one time? Why did you fire 2 times? Why did you fire 3 times? Why did you fire 11 times? They're going to ask a lot of whys. And if he's not going to be able, if he can't explain it to their satisfaction, then of course he's going to be guilty. And as I'm watching it, and as you're watching it, I don't even understand where the gun even comes into play. I get the honking the horn, I can even see the brake checking, though that's wrong, right? I can even see that. You're upset. The guy's telling you want to get off your tail. I can see that. The guy comes across with a bottle, you know, I don't agree with that. Hey, but I can almost see that too. But you having that gun in your lap in this whole time, and then you start shooting through your own car at this guy. Nah, I don't get that. I don't get that. And that's the kind of guy we need off the streets. A guy who has a gun who, in anger, was willing to take somebody else's life. He didn't get this guy's life, but he was willing to take somebody's life in anger. This was all about anger. That's all it was. There was no protection. There was no danger. Nothing. Even if you have a gun, here's the thing. You have a gun. That is your protection. But you hold it until you need the protection. Hold it. That's your safeguard. You don't just start shooting and then try to justify in anger. And that's what this guy did. So I think if I had to predict what's going to happen, I say he's going to do. Unfortunately, he's going to do some time for this. He's not a hero. He acts like he's a hero, that he got into a gun battle with somebody. He didn't get into shit with anybody. He pulled out his gun like a coward and fired 11 sporadic shots like cowards do. That's all he did. He acts like a coward. That's all I got to say on it.